What's up, everybody? This is Dirk Verburen from Megadeth, and you are listening to the Thomas Eriksson Podcast.
Hello, welcome back, or welcome for the first time, if so, to the Thomas Eriksson Podcast. And my name is Thomas Eriksson. I am the creator and founder of the Norwegian black metal band Mork. And I have made this podcast mainly about black metal and my band and our ventures and stuff like that. And we have reached episode number 10, people. So that's really not bad at all. Actually, I got some news this week. This upcoming Friday, the 22nd of May, Peaceville Records will release the very first Mork demo, Rota till ondskap, on vinyl for the first time ever. That's a cool thing, you know. It's a bit strange for me to I have obviously received some copies already, and it's quite bizarre for me to pick up that vinyl and look at it, because it's basically my very first recordings with Mork, which was done in my boyhood room in my parents' house out at Isebakke, where I am from. Recorded really primitively with the keyboard, the drums, and really bad microphone used for both vocals and the miking of guitars and stuff. And if I remember correctly, I think there's only 2 songs on the entire record that has bass guitar, actually. Because back then I didn't own a bass guitar, and I think for a short while I perhaps borrowed one. And I think that's the songs Rota til ondskap and Vi jakter kun i måneskinn. I believe those are the 2 tracks that has bass. So pretty primitive, but everything has a beginning, as you know, and it's a classic thing. It's bad sound and primitive songs, and it's the way a demo should be, I guess, in any genre. But in black metal, it's quite typical. So that is my beginnings. So there you go. So you can pick that up at Burning Shed, or I guess record shops and online stores throughout the world. But I will also be selling it at the official Mork web shop, which you can find in the description. You will be able to purchase a hand-numbered copy with an autograph if you wish to have the autograph there by myself, obviously. It's 100 copies hand-numbered, 1-200. And just jump on the orders, and I will make sure you get the chronological correct number in the way the order has been placed. So it's not random numbers being given out. It's basically first come, first served kind of thing. On top of that, the day after the 22nd, the 23rd of May, this Saturday, if everything goes to plan, Mork will have the very first live streaming concert in the band's history. Since there's no festivals or concerts or tours now during the COVID-19 thing, we have actually gone together and tried to plan out this kind of thing, this live streaming concert on the internet, so you can enjoy from your own home or phone or whatever you are using. So stay tuned for that. More details are online by today, hopefully. This is recorded a few days beforehand. And today we have yet another special guest. And this turned out to be way more interesting and way longer chat than I was anticipating, which is a really good thing. I have with me today a man who was there at the very beginning of Norwegian black metal. He formed Mortem and then later Arcturus and Stigma Diabolicum, which also became Thorns. And as most of you know, Thorns, it has to be one of the very, very first bands who has the proper Norwegian black metal guitar riff, which is historical, is epic. And it happens that this guy also was a part of the Black Circle in Oslo or in Norway, which was few people. I think it was 10 people in the Black Circle. Many wanted to join the Black Circle, but weren't allowed inside. And he also helped to run the store Helvete that Euronymous opened in Oslo in the early 90s, and was there all the way from the beginning in, 1990 or 91 until it closed in 92, 93. It was a couple of years the store actually was open. And this guy also happened to make all you can see the medieval weapons and clothing that many of the bands are wearing in the early photos. This is done by this man. So this is a really fascinating talk and a great friend of mine. I present you Mr. Marius Wold of Mortem.
Hører du meg nå, når jeg snakker nå? Det ble veldig snodig lyd.
Nei, det er bare at du hører deg.
Ja, vel, jeg synes det høres som et dobbelt opp i øra, ja, men det er kanskje bare at det er og kanskje fordi jeg har 2 ører.
Det er 2 ører, og så hører du deg selv for første gang antagelig i radio.
Ja.
Okay, we are back. Today I have a visitor yet again. This guy is one of the people who were there at the beginning of Norwegian metal. I think even it's the edge between death metal and black metal, where everything kind of happened and met. I'm of course talking about my friend Marius Wold, who is most known from being part of the original Mortem and some Thorn stuff, and Arcturus. Welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
You are. I have tricked you into coming to Halden.
Yes. Not for the first time, but yes, first time here.
First time in the cellar.
In the cellar.
Yes,
in your
the corpse cellar morgue. Oh, you have been here before. You've been to the Tons of Rock festival.
Yes, outside the Tons of Rock, not inside.
Not inside.
No, but in the castle there I've been many times.
Oh, as a visitor of the castle in itself, the fortress.
Yes, the fortress.
To people outside who is not aware, Halden, the city we are located in, has this huge fortress that lies above the city in the skyline that looks almost magical, looks like a big castle. Yes. That's a very special attribute for the city of Halden.
Yes, it's beautiful.
So you're a fan of that?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's mine.
It's yours.
Oh, I thought you said earlier that you went to the festival.
Yes, I went to the festival with people, you know, just to drive them there.
Ah, you just dropped them off?
Yes.
And just fucked off again?
Yes. I didn't have any tickets, or
so. Ah, yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. We need to go back and figure out who you are. So I would like to know where are you from?
Yes, I'm from Oslo, the capital of Norway.
City boy.
City boy, yes. And I grew up there.
Downtown?
Not downtown, but in the city, outside the city, or different places in the
Yeah,
city.
yeah.
And I this is my problem. Where can I start?
Let me put it simpler then. What was your first experience with music? What was the factor that made you realize that music was for you?
For me, music was very important from early age. I grew up in a family with a lot of classical music, and I discovered, pop rock when you come to that age, like 7, 8, maybe.
School age.
Yes, school age. And then if we just jump to where I started listening to some metal, or not metal, but heavy rock, it started with Kiss.
Yeah.
As many other people.
That's a classic story.
Yes.
But you are born in 72?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you got into Kiss before they took off the makeup, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I kind of liked Kiss, because they had the makeup. It was kind of strange and a little scary and like that. And I never I got one 7-inch from Kiss. That's all. I don't have any of the old albums at all. But
Which 7-inch is that?
She's a European, I think.
Oh, from the Unmasked.
No, is it that? I don't know.
Is the Unmasked album.
Oh, is it?
The thing Kiss released, they came out with Dynasty, with I Was Made for Loving You and all that.
Yeah.
And then a couple of years, the year after, they released an album called Unmasked, but they still had the paint on.
Okay.
And She's So European is from that album.
Yeah. That's a pop song.
It is.
Yeah, it's a pop song.
That time was really bad for Kiss.
Yeah.
They were struggling, really. I think Unmasked actually sold the most copies in Norway or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why you got into them, I think.
Yeah, that's not that special, song or anything. I just wanted it, some Kiss music, and my aunt bought it for me, and that's the only thing she liked. So she bought that one. But I went some years with just mainstream music too, and then I started a new school.
Okay.
I started in a new school,
Yeah.
and that was a heavy metal
Crowd?
Yeah,
But was this elementary school or junior high school?
it must have been junior high then.
Okay, the
Yeah.
ungdomsskole.
Yes,
Yeah. Oslo too?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to move in Oslo, and then came to a new school.
Yeah.
And then that's where they have this metal environment.
Okay.
Yes. And it was heavy rock, Iron Maiden, Dio, Wasp, and so on. And Dio was the thing that, I liked the dragons and the stuff that he
The fantasy.
the fantasy thing.
yeah.
Yes, so I like that, and I got all the albums, all the way to Dream something. What it's called? I don't remember.
You know what? I'm sorry about this. Tomorrow we are recording this at 15th of May, and tomorrow is 10-year anniversary since Dio left us.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of Dio, but I don't know anything about the Dio catalog actually.
Oh.
I'm more into the Black Sabbath and Rainbow Dio stuff.
Yes.
So I'm so sorry, but you are.
I don't know anything about it. I can't. I'm so bad at remembering names and titles. It sounds so stupid. You can talk about music and you don't know. It sounds like you don't know what you're
Talking about.
you
No,
know?
but you know that you like something.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what's important. You can hear a song and never know what artist it is. You only know that I like that song.
Yeah,
You know, it's so easy.
that's the way I am.
Yeah, you don't have to be an encyclopedia. You don't have to be a lexicon.
Sounds like a lot of people are that.
They are, but to many people, it's almost like politics. You need to know this,
Yeah.
and if you know this, you need to know that, and this band and that band, and I don't know. It's too much.
Sometimes, yes. Now, so at this school, the new school,
Yeah.
I met another guy that I came along with. That I started a band with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was Sverd
Yeah.
from Autumn and Arcturus.
Yeah. Steinar.
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 Steinar Sverd.
Mm.
And we didn't want to play heavy rock.
No.
Because at that time we had kind of started listening to Metallica and a little Venom and stuff like that. So as I said before, in other interviews, it kind of evolves.
Yes.
You want to take it to a new step.
Explore.
Yeah. And that, music like Venom and Slayer and stuff, that's not too many that like that kind of music.
It's
in
not
Norway
mainstream.
at that time.
Yeah.
So so we kind of want to make our own music
Yeah.
in that style.
Okay.
Okay. And had a lot of influences, but the main influences for us, I think, was Mayhem. So now I'm jumping here, but because okay, and when we heard Mayhem for the first time, it was like, wow, it's so raw, when you listen to Slayer and Metallica, and it's very nice. Everything is so nice.
Oh yeah.
I think that
The production.
production, yeah,
Yeah.
sound wise. But in Mayhem, it was like he took it down to the took it down in the ground,
Yeah.
kind of, and it's rough and yeah.
If I may ask, what is this as early as the Pure Fucking Armageddon tape, or is it later?
No, I never heard the tape.
Oh, really?
No,
So what you heard talking about is Death Crush?
Death Crush.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. The Pink album.
Pink album. Yeah, yeah. Was like we came to was a small record store in Oslo.
Yeah.
I don't know the name, of course, but we went there like every week,
Yes.
and suddenly it was like, wow, what's this? A pink label, a pink cover.
Cover, yeah.
Yeah. And looked at it, and two hands cut off, hanging.
Yeah.
It's like, what? We have to listen to this.
Yeah.
And
Did you know it was Norwegian?
um,
Or was it just a random record that you saw?
No, I think actually Sverd had heard an interview with them on the
Okay.
radio.
Yeah.
So I think he wanted me to come along and we check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did you buy it?
Yes, I never had any money, so I didn't buy it.
Oh,
but,
yeah, yeah.
But
He did.
he did. Sverd did. And I just took a copy of it, you know. It's typical me. But I have another story.
Yeah.
When I was listening to heavy rock, I also go to this store, you know what I was talking about, and looking for new albums and new bands. And once I found an album I thought was so cool cover, you know, and that was Hellhammer.
Oh, yeah.
The
Triumph of Death?
Yes. And the guy in the store put it on, you know, so I could listen to it in the headphones. And I actually got scared just from the intro. And so I heard just one song,
Yeah.
and I felt fear in my body, you know. I was scared actually. So I said never gonna listen to this one again. But it's kind of stuck in there, you know.
Yeah.
So after some time, I had it hear it again, you know. And
Oh, you had to have it rest a little while.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. I had to take it in portions.
Yeah.
But now I just love that album, you know.
It's awesome.
Yes. it's
I
very
actually, we played in Las Vegas in August,
good. Yeah.
and we played together with Hellhammer.
Oh.
Or Tom G, he has started Hellhammer again, but he's called it Triumph of Death.
Yes. I've seen that.
Yeah, and they only played Hellhammer songs. That was quite cool. I think you would have liked that.
Yeah. Maybe so. So
Yeah, cool.
okay. But back to the start of Mortem,
Yeah.
as we finally called us,
Yeah.
me and Sverd.
Was
Yeah.
it the first name?
Wizard?
Wizard
Yeah.
was the
and,
first one.
and the second was Slash,
Oh, man.
and then Mortem. Okay.
Not Axel. Wizard, that's funny. Is that because of Uriah Heep or because of Black Sabbath or just because of Wizard?
I think it was just a wizard.
Yeah.
I was into Lord of the Rings
Yeah. Gandalf.
and all the magic stuff.
Saruman.
Yes, like that.
Cool.
So I think that's the thing.
That's a typical black metal guy illness to be into Lord of the Rings, I think.
Yes.
It's a normal thing.
I wonder why.
So why Mortem? Why that name?
Oh, I think that was from Postmortem Slayer. So Postmortem, you couldn't call it Post, so it had to be Mortem.
Makes sense.
Oh.
But was it only the two of you?
Yes, in the beginning, only us, and it's very hard to get a drummer.
Yeah. Today also.
Yeah, and we tried out a few guys, even Fenris.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Okay. No, we tried out him, and
When was this?
don't ask.
87, 88?
Yes, 87, 88 sometimes.
So it was before he had Dark Throne, perhaps?
I think he had Darkthrone, but when we heard about Fenris for the first time, he's not called Fenris, he was called just Gylve.
Yeah.
And he had Isengard.
Oh, he had it that early?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
But that was that a death metal project back
yeah,
then?
everything was death metal at that time.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
So I don't think the black metal thing. It's much later.
Yeah.
No. So we tried out several drummers, but nobody was matching us.
No.
So, but then we got surprise visit from Mayhem one day, and then he Euronymous had with him Hellhammer,
Yeah.
and then we
Yeah, he joined Mayhem in 88.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then actually Euronymous hadn't heard him play, just on the tape.
He just sounded really good on the tape, and he's a keeper.
Yeah. As I said, difficult to get a drummer. So when
Yes.
a drummer sends you a tape, can I play with you? Of course.
Yep.
You know.
Please.
Yes. Even if you have two from before.
Yeah.
Come. You know. Okay, but we tried to play with him. Not tried. We played with him
With Jan Axel?
in the Anax.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Hellhammer.
Yeah.
And it's very good. He was very good, and I think he liked us, and we liked him.
So he was a part of the first Mortem?
Yes,
Okay.
and I think we maybe just played for a short while before we went to the studio
Yeah.
and recorded Slow Death.
Only the three of you?
Only the three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was supposed to play the bass.
Yeah.
But I sucked at it, so Sved was playing the bass and the guitar, and Jan on the drums.
You just sang?
I just sang.
Okay.
So and Euronymous was the producer, sitting there and fixing the sound.
But when you say fixing the sound, is this just a tape recorder with play,
No.
pause, and record?
No, that's a real studio.
Was it?
Yeah. What's it called again? Studio S? No.
In Oslo?
In Kolbotn.
Oh,
Sofiemyr.
Creative
Studio.
Creative Studios.
Yes.
Oh, so you recorded there?
Yeah.
Okay. That's where Darkthrone recorded too.
Yeah, and Mayhem.
Yeah,
First-
Death Crush is recorded there.
Yeah.
That's true.
So it was not too many studios at that time.
No.
So we called Øystein. Where can we play?
Hmm.
Where can we record? And he said, creative. Creative.
Yeah.
Go there.
So he kind of fixed you a deal then.
Yeah, I think so.
Was it expensive?
No, I don't think so. Not compared to now.
No.
No, it's like 3,000-4,000, I think.
For one day or
No, for the whole weekend.
a weekend? Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's an EP, right?
It's an EP.
Yeah.
It became an EP.
Yeah.
Yeah, first just on demo, and then a French label wanted to release it as a EP, and then it was released in '89, I think.
But is that released only on tape? Or is it on vinyl too?
On vinyl.
Really?
Yeah, 7-inch.
I didn't know this. Because I saw a tape earlier.
Yeah, if you have the tape, you have one copy of 350 copies.
It's Slow Death, right?
Slow Death, yeah.
Yeah. March 19th, 1989.
Yeah.
Independent cassette, it says. But it was picked up by a French label, see.
I don't know all the dates or,
It says cover art is by Dead.
yeah, on the demo.
So,
Yes.
okay, this is
on
where...
on the cassette, it's Dead that draw the
Okay,
picture.
yeah, but the cassette, is it the same recording as the 7-inch?
Yes, actually.
Okay, thank you. That's
Yeah.
my point. It's
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And how did that get picked up by a label? What happened? I want to know the story, how it started, because you recorded it, and then what happened?
Recorded it. We sold the tapes
Just
Through,
handout?
through the underground.
Yeah.
So we made some flyers, I think, gave a bunch of flyers to Euronymous
Yeah.
and other people that we knew.
Because Øystein had a lot of connections, I guess.
He had a lot of collections.
Yeah.
You know.
So he was
So
your...
he was spreading the word and spreading all the flyers, and we got our first fan, not fan, but first writer.
fan mail?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 1 week later,
Wow.
I think, and it was Snorre
Oh,
from Thorns.
yeah.
So he was the first one that bought a tape and wrote to us. So kind of cool.
And he is from Trondheim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but we sold like 350 copies
Of the
cassette.
cassette.
And
So you made copies of this yourself, right?
Yes,
And copied the cover and put it inside the sleeve.
did everything. So
Yeah, yeah. Cool.
not we didn't go to any production
Nope.
company or anything. We did everything ourselves.
Real underground.
Yeah, that's the only way at that time.
Yes.
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 And but then a French label wanted to release this tape cassette
Yeah.
on a 7-inch vinyl.
Yeah.
And we signed the contract and got I think we just got vinyl back, like 30 or 50 vinyl, maybe less, I don't know. That's the payment.
Because they printed, I don't know, maybe 500 or something, or...
1,100.
Wow.
But I don't know if they made more.
No.
But that's the first press.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yes. It's a typical underground deal that the record label press X amount and the payment is X amount to you that
Yeah.
you sell.
Yeah,
That's my first record deal was like that.
yeah.
It's the same. So so that was just then spread around. Did they have a good network?
You mean the record company?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
No.
I have no idea what they did.
No. I have no idea.
No.
So they do whatever they want to do.
Which label was it?
Putrefaction and Trash label. I think it was 2 labels together.
Okay, both French.
Both French from the same city. Probably good friends.
You know any other bands there that were on the same label? That may be bigger bands or something we heard of?
No, I don't know.
So it's just an underground label then, basically,
Yes.
with interest in extreme music.
Yes, and I think the one of the guys is dead. I think so. I don't know. I think Putrefaction Records is no longer existing.
Okay, yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, but the Trash Records, I don't know.
Okay.
So then, but then released that one, and after a while, I actually left the band,
Okay.
Mortem.
Yeah.
And,
No concerts?
no concerts. We were supposed to have one concert in Bootleg.
Yeah, in Oslo. Yeah.
In Oslo. But no, it didn't happen.
Was it supposed to be a trio concert with you and the 3 of you? The 3 people?
You know, I actually don't know because it's so long time ago.
Yeah.
And at that time, everything was chaotic. We were young, and what really happened, I don't know. But no concert with Mortem at all.
Okay, this was in 89-ish.
Yes.
You know, I was 5.
Okay. So you wouldn't heard it anyway. Then.
No.
No. Okay.
Okay, so you left the band.
I left the band. I started Stigma Diabolicum with Snorre.
Yeah, and you need to... Why did you leave?
Because I had some stupid idea that you couldn't be with more than one band at that time.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So
One focus at a time.
yes,
Okay. So you got in touch with Snorre because of the fan mail then?
Yeah. But we met many times, and he played music for me. You know, he played his guitar, and we met through a summer, and you know, we
Just randomly? He just came to Oslo because of you?
yeah,
Or- okay.
yeah. And he also go and visit the Mayhem sometimes.
Okay, so he knew the Mayhem guys before?
as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So I heard that he had something new
Yeah.
when he was playing Snorre.
Yeah.
And it was kind of different and cool, and it's a really different sound from all the other things. And he asked me, would you like to sing with me? And I said yes, for sure.
Smart
So
move.
yeah, so I went out from Mortem and started up with him.
But did he have anything from before, or did he just have ideas?
He mostly had the riffs.
Yeah.
He hadn't put too much together yet.
No band name or project or
Stigma Diabolicum.
he had that name.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that name came from another band first
Okay.
in Trondheim, but they changed their name. So he asked them if he could use their name.
But was he in that band?
No.
No. Okay. He was just a fan of the band.
Yeah, he knew the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he as old as you? 72?
Yeah. And but he had so he Snorre and a guy called Harald. Yeah, Harald, the bass player, played together. And they joined me and asked me if I knew a drummer,
Yeah.
and I didn't really know the drummer.
Yeah.
And
Back
that
to what I said. It's hard to find drummers.
Yes, very much. But I met Bård.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Faust.
Faust. First, I had some letters with him, you know, writing letters with him, and then I met him at a party at Euronymous,
Oh yeah.
some place.
Yeah.
And we didn't have too much to talk about, but I remembered he said that he played the drums.
Yeah.
Okay, so I told Snorre that I know about a guy that maybe played, and he was from Kvikne, not too far away from Trondheim. So I think Snorre made the contact.
I thought he lived in Notodden.
Yeah, later. Nei,
Aha.
Lillehammer.
He's from Lillehammer?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So he lived in Kvikne.
Yeah.
He's from Kvikne.
Yeah.
And his mother moved to Lillehammer, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like halfway between. It's Oslo, Lillehammer, Trondheim.
Yeah.
So it's on the halfway there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how Bård came into Stigma at that time.
Yeah, because I heard some old demos and stuff with Thorns and Stigma, and I noticed that it's guitars and bass alone a lot.
Yeah.
That's because of the two guys. That's the main.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are very young, you know. At that time, we don't have any car or money or work or anything. So to go from Oslo to Trondheim, you have to take the train or the plane.
How old were you? 17 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I always took the plane. At that time it cost 300 crowns to get there. It was a very good price, I think.
But 300 crowns was a lot more back then, right? That's what usually parents say. 10 kroner was worth a lot more back then.
Yeah, but I thought that was very cheap.
It's cheap. It is.
So
You went to Fornebu and flew to Værnes.
yes. Okay. Anyway, so we didn't meet too often,
No.
and he sent a lot of tapes to us to
Yes.
listen to, but tried to find some lyrics for it. But Snorre is that he needs to have control over everything.
Oh yeah.
So I think I only wrote one lyric
Yeah.
to one of the songs, and he made all the other stuff.
Okay.
everything.
It's like me then. I like to have full control.
Full control. Yes. And that's why it's very few tapes with drums also, because Bård was even younger
Yeah.
when he started with us.
But how did you ever meet and jam, or did you just record on each side of the country, or
No,
how?
not that time. You had to
No.
go together that
Yes,
time. Yeah.
yes.
So we met a couple of times. Like, I think we met like four times to play,
Just to rehearse.
rehearse.
Yeah.
Well, I was there like maybe totally like 10 times or something.
Where did you rehearse? In Trondheim or down here?
Different places.
Okay.
So
Borrowed gear at some other band's place and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, which band was it again? No, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But that's why you have the tape mostly with the guitar and bass.
Bass. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the demo, I think it's maybe 1 or 2 demos that's with me and the vocal,
Mhm.
or it's maybe 1 demo and a rehearsal or
Yeah.
something. So Snorre was singing in that, the good one, Grymyk? No,
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
I don't remember the names.
There's one name or a couple of names I have noticed in particular because I know what it is. It's Trøndertun,
Yeah,
which is a college in Trondheim.
yeah, that's the best one, the best production.
Yeah, because Trøndertun is a school. It's a school for art and culture, I think. So it's like it's a musikklinje. There's a music class
Yeah,
up there. So they obviously have a studio, I guess.
yeah.
So the Trøndertun demos, is that the first ones or is it later?
That's a Thorn
The Thorn, that's after.
Stigma.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, of course, because he was like 17 when you guys met, and then he got a bit older and he went to Trøndertun, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously.
And then he moved down to Oslo with me, and Bård went and moved in with me. So we lived together in Oslo after a while.
In a collective.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's at that time Snorre already decided that we changed the name to Thorns.
Okay.
Yeah. And
When
that's
was this? Like 89, 90? Or?
90, around 1991, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe 92. Well, it's just total chaos. I can't
Yeah, I
remember.
understand. I try to clean up in the chaos.
Yes.
So after you recorded, where did you record demos? Where did you record? With Stigma?
Yeah, at Snorre's parents' place.
Okay, so home recording.
Home recording.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that was
in his bedroom
in Trondheim.
in Trondheim.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then later he moved to Oslo.
Yeah. And we never rehearsed when we came to Oslo.
Okay.
We moved together to be a real band, to play together,
It just fell apart.
but it just fell apart. Yeah.
Only party.
Well, it was hell. Helvete.
Yes, the shop.
The shop. That's the main thing. I think that's like it became like a club or
Boys club.
yeah.
Ah.
What do you call it? A sect,
A sect. Yeah.
a cult, or
A cult.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect word. But when did Helvete open? Was it in 91?
91. Yeah.
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 So they moved to you in your apartment because of the shop?
It has to be in 92 then.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But did you have a part in Helvete too?
Yes. When I had talked to Euronymous just a couple of months before he started the shop, and I told him that yeah, that's a good idea. When he told me, he wanted to open the shop, and yeah, great idea. And
How old was he then? 21?
One.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, I think so.
He died around, he was 23 when he died.
Something like that.
I think so. Anyway,
Young and aspiring.
yeah.
So he wanted to open a shop.
He wanted to open a shop to this is after Dead have killed himself, you know.
Yes.
So he want to open the shop and kind of build a group of people, or to, I don't know.
Have control of the network, I guess.
Maybe.
The black metal network.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I told him, good idea, do that. And 2 months later, he had already started. And then I got a telephone from him, I think, that, come down, come look at my store. And I went there and wait, but it was nothing there.
Yeah.
So just a black room.
Yeah.
They painted the whole thing black. He and Metallion, I think.
Oh, he's from Sarpsborg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And a couple other guys. The new vocalist in Mayhem was there.
Stian, eller?
Stian.
Yeah.
Occultus.
Occultus, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And Thrasher, Geir.
Yeah.
If you know him, I don't know.
I think so. Did he work for Wolves? No, for Nesebro a little while. Do
I
you
don't know.
I think so, perhaps.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. And I want to be a part of it. So I want to make my contribution, what is it called?
Yes.
Yeah. And Øystein was like, whoa, yeah, we need money. So now you're in here. Come. So I was a part of the store after a while.
Oh, wow.
Kind of cool. But I think that it took the music part with Thorns and with Arcturus, as I also played in them. Then it took all the time from the music,
The store, okay.
the store.
Because you kind of worked there? You were standing as a clerk or as a
In the afternoon
music,
or in the weekend.
as a seller?
As a seller.
Yeah.
And also as a, what do you call it? Janitor?
Yes, vaktmester.
Yeah.
A janitor, yeah.
Just fixing small things, you know.
Yeah. Handyman.
Handyman, yeah. And then,
But I need to ask,
Yeah.
did you have a big assortment of records? Did you have like, you were
No.
importing records, right?
you know, in the beginning was nothing there, just a few old records. He was importing records, so he had like maybe five different new records on the wall in that shelf there.
Yeah.
And then like a small box, I think it was just a